901 Bourbon Kings coming at you with another video. All right, today we got a couple of Willetts we're gonna try out tonight. All right, so we got a Willett Rye 4-year, 57% alcohol, 114 proof. And then we have a Willett Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, aged 8 years.
The black bottle is a wheated bourbon, meaning it has some a wheated grain in the mash bill, whereas this one will be a rye dominant mash bill. This still being a bourbon, 51% corn, just a high percentage of wheat. This is at least 51% rye. So this will be a higher percentage of the rye grain. So different flavor profiles, different mash bills, but both by the same distillers in Willett. They're smaller distillery in Bardstown, Kentucky. Very, very popular, very, very known in the bourbon community. Even though they're, one of the small guys, they definitely put out some great juice. And we here to taste two of their better offerings. Neither one of these are off the shelf either. Both of these are some allocated bottles that you will not see in the wild.
Yeah, definitely. It's Willett Rye. Yes, you run across it, especially here in Tennessee, West Tennessee, is one of those that me personally, I would just have to grab because chances are I might not see it next time. So yeah, we're gonna see what they're about. Of course, both of these are already open, but nevertheless, they had a chance to breathe. So we're gonna get back into them, see what they taste like. Pass the neck pour.
Which one we're going with first?
Let's go with the rye.
Go with the rye.
Let's go with the rye.
Say, go ahead. What's the proof on the rye?
114 proof.
And the wheated is 108 proof.
So do we need?
Nah, let's go. I'm with the rye. We can go ahead. Like this isn't typical. Usually we go from low to high proof wise, and that's just sometimes when you taste the hotter whiskeys first, the lower proof stuff doesn't really come in and give you as much flavor. But these are very, very close in proof, not very far off. Like I say, we're gonna switch it up a little bit from our normal get at it today. We're sipping out of wheat clearance today. This one is Uncle Nearest, a little different style. And
Old Dominic wheat clearing, yeah, one of my favorites. I like a wheat clearing with a good heavy base. Yes, it really suits me. I would say that.
Absolutely, I like the wheat clearance too. Makes my pores look a little larger than they actually are, I think. But I'm a fan of the wheat clearance just because they're something different, to be honest with you. Nose typical for a rye. You get that spice up front. Not necessarily.
Get some sweetness.
Can you identify the sugar? What you get? You get like a caramel. Is it caramel? I don't know. Like I say, all those good notes really come from the woods, you all. The distillate, the clear white version of this doesn't really have a lot of notes on it, but
I get a little bit of mint, sweet mint, almost like a spearmint, a sweet spearmint, like you would get off of chewing gum or something.
Absolutely, get that spearmint.
All right, let's go in for the taste.
Yeah, that's gold. That's definitely great juice.
As always.
Yeah, they don't miss, man. Actually, that's very, very good. Very, very good, man. I forgot just how good of a ride that was to me, man, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So it's good to come back and revisit some of our classics, man. Like I said, that was one of the ones we celebrated. I think this guy here was the first one with a Willett green top, and man, it was definitely a celebrated bottle. I can remember when he broke it out and where we were and what we were doing. So it's one of those things, man. And like I say, it's what these bottles about, man. Sharing good times with good people, friends and family, and enjoying them, man.
Yeah,
They ain't for looking at and taking pictures of it.
Yeah, I definitely remember where I got it. It's a Liquor Wine Depot, Mount Ryan. Yeah, y'all was out there barbecuing. Matter of fact, and y'all hit me up, and I was late. You know what I'm saying? To the occasion, I had to make a stop to try to find this WILLETT bottle. You know, I think the guy was sitting there at like 99, right at 100. I was a little at the ends about getting it because I knew I seen it in Mississippi for about like 65. But nevertheless, by the time I would have drove down there, you know, so I would have spent that extra cash and gas. So I went on and picked it up, took it over there, you know, to a barbecue, and we definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, it's one of the better bottles, one of the better rides, you know, I had in a while, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely
It's
top five. Top five
definitely
ride.
top five ride.
Top five. And like I said, every one of them give you a different flavor profile, but it stays alone the same, you know, but it's different bottle to bottle, but man, excellent nonetheless. And this is the small batch version. Sometimes you get real lucky, you might run across a single barrel out here.
Yeah,
And it's, man, really rare as well.
it is a small batch. You would catch them at different proofs, definitely at different proofs. So you go to one store, you might have one that's 114 like this, and you go to another store, it might be 120 something, or maybe less than 114. So yeah, just be aware of that. Yeah, they are small batches, but they are very, very small batches.
Absolutely. But like I said, you get real lucky, you might find a single barrel. But that single barrel is going to be on the pricey side. You'll be north of 200, you north of 250 if you run across a single barrel of this WILLETT, that especially the green or the purple label. But like I said, man, definitely great juice. Delivers everything you want from a rye, and it's a top tier rye. It's one of the ones that it's not my baseline rye, but it's one of my special ones. When I get a chance to get a taste of it, I definitely take the opportunity to enjoy that pour. Because like I say, it's memorable. It's good juice.
Yeah, it just put a thought through my mind. Next time I see one, I'm gonna
Sure,
make sure I grab it.
Absolutely.
For real, I
don't think we pass up these two.
Yeah, man, I might go hunting for one tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see, hunting for the WILLETT. Right. You gonna burn a little gas tomorrow, people.
Damn. Let's go ahead to this WILLETT. This purple top.
There it is. The purple top. I think that was it 2 years ago? 2 years
Yes,
ago.
it was.
Yeah, I want to say fall of 22 was when this offering really came out and was present. You know, it was a new offering from WILLETT. Definitely like I said, man, they did it the right way, man, because this bourbon thing has been it's a balance of oversaturation versus, getting what should I call it? Word of mouth out about these whiskeys. And this was one of the ones that, once you saw it and it had WILLETT on the label, man, they went crazy for them, man. Do you see these bottles, man? These bottles were up and over $400 or $500 at some point, man. It was just ridiculous how much they were offering for this. And it was an initial offering, so it ain't like they had anything to compare it to or even what to expect from it. But like I say, we here to taste it and let y'all know what we think about it tonight. Like I said, and have a little time to open up. So I'm curious to see, because I promise you, I hadn't touched one in 2 years, I bet.
Yeah.
I hadn't popped one open. I am not.
Yeah, I don't think I touched this one since I first opened it when I bought it. When I bought it, I had no idea what to expect. I mean, it's one of those things, WILLETT is a well-known name, so pretty much you know the name WILLETT, you see it on the bottom, it's almost a go for. Hands down, it's almost a go for. But this one, I had no idea what to expect for. I mean, I knew it was there, it was allocated, and everybody was grabbing it, so I like, why not? You know what I'm saying? My name was up in a raffle, so you know what I'm saying? I had a choice of picking. Looked at the other selection I had. This probably was the best selection I had to pick from, so I grabbed the WILLETT. So we'll go through it again, you know what I'm saying? Now I'll tell you how I feel about it.
Absolutely. Now these two are definitely their premium offerings. These are allocated top shelf whiskeys from WILLETT. The one you'll see most of the time in the stores is a pot still WILLETT. It's this, I'm not sure the different mash bills they have, but that pot still, it's hit or miss for me at times. That's one of the things where I probably need to revisit that, to be honest with you. been so long since I stepped out there and tried it. But these are definitely the top shelf offerings from WILLETT. They got some, stuff with a little bit more age on it, some single barrels and stuff that'll be a little bit, harder to find and you won't see as often. But, as far as consistent allocated whiskey from this distillery, these are your go-tos right here. And then it's one more that's a purple top, but all those single barrels, right? I hadn't seen any. I hadn't seen any just small batches from the purple tops.
Allocated. Okay. So when we say allocated, I don't know. I can't remember if we mentioned this before.
Well, we can mention it again.
Okay, let's mention it again. So allocated whiskey is something that you won't find on the shelf every day. So majority of the stuff we say allocated is released maybe once a year, sometimes 3 times a year, twice a year maybe. I'd say allocated whiskey like Weller's Special Reserve, E.H. Taylor Small Batch, Blanton's. For this area around Memphis, they may be released once a month. But this WILLETT particular right here, I think it was only released once, for as I can remember. Like you said a couple years ago. I haven't seen it again. For us, this WILLETT Rye 4-year in Tennessee, it's sporadic. Yeah, I mean,
I think I see it more in Mississippi.
I definitely see it more.
I see it more consistently in North Mississippi than I do in Tennessee.
I definitely see it.
It's a very allocated bottle.
Yeah,
it's just very rare. Like I said, to make it short and sweet, the allocated bottle means a rare bottle. That's all.
Pretty much a rare bottle. So that's what we mean by allocated, just in case someone was wondering. All right, hey.
Get into this weeded, man. See what's going on here. It's black bottle, so we ain't got to worry about the light messing with the whiskey here.
You rinse your glass out?
I already rinsed the can, sir.
All right.
I appreciate you looking out for me.
Yeah, I'm always concerned.
But I appreciate it, man. Good luck. Yes, sir. All right. Ooh, swirl it a little bit. Get a little air in it. Definitely a different nose than you get from that rye. I don't get any of that spice, but I get that same sugar though.
It's hard for you pulling your nose out right now. It's a light scent to me at the moment. A little sweetness.
Absolutely.
Maybe a little hint of the rye notes. Maybe. Small hints. It's very, very faint.
Might be the barley sticking through on it. Might be the barley he's, thinking he's,
Maybe. I mean, then I just
pour
poured rye.
So. Yeah, just pour rye. Cleanse your palate and reset your nose.
It's a very nice nose. Very nice nose. It's light, but it's nice.
And then sometimes when you run into drinking a higher proof before a lower proof as well, sometimes that proof being a little bit lower, majority of the time will, offer a lighter flavor and a lighter nose. Excuse me.
What do you think?
Good
Honest
drink.
opinion.
Hey.
Honest opinion.
Good drink.
Look.
Good drink. It just drinks under its price tag.
What's that? We're not a sponsor. I mean, none of these brands are sponsor us, man.
Absolutely
I mean,
not. We paid out of pocket for every one of them. Ain't nobody sell us nothing. So
they're not paying us a penny to talk about them. So.
Absolutely. And we paid all the pretty pennies to buy it. So
yes, we did.
We can give you our honest, unbiased opinion here. This is a good whiskey. It's a good wheat whiskey. It's just a little bit light for
It's
the
very
price
light.
tag. For the price tag, I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine. You know, it's a little light. The
It's
finish
very
is
light.
light. You know, it's good flavor across the palate. Comes in, warms up nice.
Man.
Not too spicy, so it's smooth from that standpoint. But it doesn't give the finish that you expect from a top-notch premium whiskey, in my opinion. Of course, all these is my opinion. But
It's very light. The flavor, if you watch any of the other videos, you will know that me personally, I like a whiskey or bourbon or rye, you know what I'm saying? It has a complex flavor, you know. For the price range, something that's top shelf. I mean, it's a premium price. I want to taste it one time, pull a note, taste it another time, get another note, taste it a third time, get a note. Then on the finish, after I sit there, you know, so I get different flavors off the whiskey. This WILLETT bourbon, it's not giving me that at all. I mean, I hate to say it, I'm not getting a whole lot off of it. I mean, it doesn't burn, so that's good. It doesn't taste like a young whiskey, so that's good. Before it's like the flavors, I'm not getting a whole lot of flavors out of it. I mean, maybe because I'm chasing it behind this WILLETT rye, you know what I'm saying, 114 proof.
right.
But the first time I tasted it was underwhelming, and now it's still underwhelming.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not bad whiskey whatsoever. Definitely good whiskey, but it is it's outclassed by its rye partner over here.
Right,
It's definitely
right.
outclassed.
Right.
And yeah, it's just you know, it kind of falls flat. It kind of falls
It
flat.
does. For the price.
For the price.
For
absolutely.
the price, I expect more.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Absolutely.
I really do.
Yeah.
I can find cheaper, it tastes better.
Yeah, every day.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
But since I bought it,
Absolutely.
I will drink it.
Hey, we definitely run into that sometimes too, man. You got a price bias to some of these bottles, because once you done spent that premium dollar for them, you got an expectation of them, and sometimes you'll think what you actually tasting,
Yeah.
and then you come back to it thinking, you know, it was something premium or something, you know, that was, worth that ticket. But in the end of the day, coming back to this one, yeah, it kind of falls flat on its face, man.
Yeah, a lot of times
It's a letdown, but it's good whiskey, but just a letdown.
it's good whiskey. I will say it, but a lot of times the rarity of it and the name will sell itself, you know. But there is no guarantee that just because it has a famous name, or just because it's rare, or just because it's at a high price, that it would be a premium whiskey. I mean, to me, it's not. It's really not. For a wheated bourbon, I've had Old Elk wheated bourbons that taste 10 times better.
Oh, absolutely.
10 times better.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I'm not even gonna stick it out there to try to compare it with the other weeded expressions, the allocated stuff, because it won't. Man, blinding it, it'll get treated badly, even though it's more expensive than majority of them. Like I don't think what else. What else is more expensive? Is a Pappy or something?
Yeah.
What else is more expensive?
Well, I put it like this. What's more expensive after WILLETT Group? It's a WILLETT
The purple
bottle
top.
like this. That's a purple top. Definitely.
True. But I mean, you can get a single barrel green top. It'll be just as expensive as that purple top. They're the same. They're both north of
I agree.
$250, and this is north of $250 as well. It's just like I say, it doesn't bring the same character and the same full flavored, full bodied drink and pour that you get from that rye.
Well, I tell you what, I haven't yet to come across a purple top bottle like this.
Bourbon.
A bourbon that has impressed me. I just haven't. I mean, been to the WILLETT distillery itself, sat at the bar,
Had lunch.
ate lunch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tasted the bottle. It was a limited amount that I could taste it. I don't think I only taste one, because they were very expensive.
They think a lot of them.
They do.
They think a lot of them. And that's definitely experience, though. That's definitely something
It's
you should try.
definitely an experience. So you ever get a chance to go by the WILLETT distillery,
Have lunch at the counter. You know what I mean? Like I say, they probably got 100+ single barrels up there for offering.
They got a lot.
They probably got 100+.
They got a
And
lot.
I mean, like I said, they get pricey. They get pricey by the pour. I promise you. Like some of those pours that we saw offered at that distillery were what, $300-400 a pour. Some of them were.
Yeah, they were up there.
But man,
They
like I say,
were.
man, that's something. They really think a lot of that whiskey. I'll tell you that.
I tell you what, I got one of the cheaper pours, and it was like maybe $45-50 a pour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, it was it was pricey, very pricey.
Mm-hmm.
Nevertheless, it was an experience. I enjoyed it.
I did too.
Minute.
I did too. It's definitely memorable. I had a guy we met coming in the door, you know, gave us some good some good suggestions as far as, you know, the lunch menu, and, you know, we had a good time, man. Definitely a memorable experience, and, you know, part of our bourbon journey, man. Our trip to WILLETT, and, you know, having lunch at WILLETT. So, you know, it's one of those things you can do. If you ever out toward Bardstown, you know, around lunchtime, you know, pop in. Friday, it'd be rough to try to get in there, but if you go through the week, though, you might have a chance of sneaking up to the bar, getting you a table in there.
Definitely.
So,
Hey,
like I say,
as a matter of fact, man, we gotta go back, man.
we absolutely do.
We gotta get
Absolutely
you
do.
took
We're trying to
your
organize that now. We're trying to get the other guys
Yes.
together, some of our other reoccurring and special guests and VIPs that, you know, we near and dear, the friends and family, and we're trying to organize to get back up there, kind of get some of that in. So, like I say, hopefully we'll get to. Might get to get y'all a little bit of footage and get some content while we're out there, man, and share that with
Most
y'all as
definitely.
well, man. You know, let y'all know what the 901 Bourbon Kings do, you know, as far as out here on this whiskey trail, you know, or this bourbon trail and whatnot. So hopefully we'll get to share some of that with you all soon, and you know, we look forward to doing it.
Yeah. All right. So you got anything? Any closing remarks?
Hey man, just keep following us, keep liking these videos, sharing them, you know, subscribe if you haven't, you know, get out here and, you know, show some support for us. Hey, jump in the comments too, man. We want to know, you know, what questions y'all got, what else, you know, what wisdom we have that we can share with you all. And like I said, if you got anything that, you know, hey, we open, man. We're open book here, man. If you feel like, you know, you can tell us something about this, hey, feel free to share, man. You know,
Leave us a comment.
Absolutely. We weren't born into this. We learning too, but
I want to know what's on your mind.
Absolutely. Definitely leave us a comment. You know, subscribe and share, man, and hit that like
share,
button.
subscribe.
Until next time.
901 Bourbon Kings.